Well, hey guys. I know you didn't expect to see me, but there has been an influx of people reaching out to me and needing some clarification. So I am going to do my absolute best. I called Royal Caribbean directly because there are people that have been doing this longer than me still saying what is okay, and apparently it is not okay. So much so that I have people contacting me saying my items were confiscated. uh, Not taken and returned, actually confiscated. And I went, oh my goodness. I'm actually cruising, letting the cat out of the bag here, but I'm actually cruising the end of the month. Um, and then I'll be on another trip um, next year, beginning of next year. So these things do matter to me. But I have people that are cruising now, getting ready to cruise, cruising in December, that are all going on RCL. So I'm not including anyone else. I'm just concluding those that are going on RCL. And it seems a little difficult to get a pinpointed answer, if you will, but I'll include the conversation. And you're not going to hear the gentleman I was speaking to because I don't think that that is respectful for me to actually let you hear him, unbeknownst to him, knowing he was recorded. But I spoke directly with the Royal Caribbean, did the best I could to ask very specific questions. Um, and the answers I got, I'll let you see right after this. You probably know you're about to know what I'm about to say. With this new item being banned, and because I just had someone come off a cruise and say they confiscated this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I'll go directly to Royal Caribbean and ask Royal Caribbean. That's the best I can do. I want that responsibility being on me. I don't want you guys to have to keep going through luggage and confiscating stuff. That takes time and effort and delays. But it cannot have a 110 plug on it. Is that what I'm understanding?
Hey guys, I was on the phone for over 10 minutes trying to get these questions answered for you, and it was not an easy task.
Okay, so only USB, no plugs at all, period. Yeah, it's important. I mean, the ship's got to run properly. But there's just been some confusion, and I'm sure some of that is from people that do what I do, that think they know because they've taken it and it hasn't been confiscated and it wasn't a problem. And now Royal Caribbean saying, like you said, no, it's always been an issue, it's always been a problem, but we're gotten to the point now where we actually have to enforce it. So that's fine, and I'll let all of my people know. So after seeing me speaking with Alan at Royal Caribbean, um, he too was a little like, "Hey, this is what it is." Um, Now, as I've said, these have been in place for a while. It's the multi-plug that is getting a lot of attention, and he told me that it's something that's been in place for quite some time, but I can verify that I brought it, my European adapter anyway, the one that I actually told you guys to bring, many, many times without any problems. As a matter of fact, I just have two people that just got off that brought theirs, and a USB tower, meaning it has just multiple USBs to plug in, more than four, um, no problem. So we really are getting, gosh, I don't want to say it too negatively, but it seems that we are not getting the same thing across the board, at least at this time. I'm sure that, everyone's working the best they can, but the specific information that I was given directly from Royal Caribbean was you cannot have a device. Um, when you're on a computer, it's backwards. So your brain goes to do the opposite way, but on a you can't have this device. But what he said you could do was this device. I'm just telling you what I was told. If you want to say directly from the horse's mouth, not calling Alan a horse, but I too am going to have to figure out what to do, because I am a content creator for you guys, and I have a lot of stuff I charge, a lot. So if you're going on a newer ship, because every cruise ship and cruise line is different, but usually two USB ports um, on the ship, and then two plugs. So, what I would tell you to bring is this device here, which is what I was told is up to four USBs. That's what he said. You can also bring a power brick um, so that you can keep that charged and not have to use one of your ports. Something like this here, which would allow you to have it by your bed at night or have it separately charging while, you're using the other four ports for charging something else. The answer that I got or the information that I was given um, made sense in the sense that we are very connected to our technology now. We're very technology driven. And while I understand that, you know that in building these ships, you know that everyone's going to have one, if not two devices, depending on, what they do for a living. That you have children that are, whether I agree or you agree, are attached to some sort of device. Um, and knowing that, you would think there would be a little something more done. But with that being said, please be prepared. Please understand that the odds that you are going to have your device confiscated just went up. I just posted this last Tuesday. And I'm trying to give you the right information so that you can plan accordingly. Like I said before, have that plan B. So whether it's a power bank and four USB, no outlets at all on any of the devices are allowed. So where you would normally have a USB and an outlet, that's not okay. No outlets, only USB. Up to four is allowed. So between a power brick, which could cost you anywhere from 30 to 50 and upwards from there, um, and the four USBs, just figure out how you're going to make sure that all your stuff is charged. Having a computer fully charged so that you can, use your four USB, in there to be able to charge it overnight and use a computer. That's something that you can do. If you, like me, I bring a computer, but I'm sure not everybody's going to bring a computer, but that's just something that you can consider. So between those items, I hope that you're able to figure a solution um, to that. And to Jason, who reached out to me this morning, he was the last one that I was like, okay, that's it. There's definitely an issue. There's definitely a problem. He just got back from a Royal Caribbean cruise and let me know that it was taken. His European adapter was taken. So, like I said, I do my best to give you guys information that you can rely on and count on. And I absolutely listen to you when you tell me, you know, hey, I just went, or hey, I'm going to go. And you have questions, I'll do my very best to answer them. So I rely on you to let me know if something is different. And I rely on you for your opinions because, as I've said before, everyone's different. What you do when you go on vacation, what I do when I go on vacation is not going to be the same. And I'm not going to consider that if that's not how my brain works, if that's not what I'm thinking about. So always let me know. And I'll do my best to answer those questions. So if you guys have any questions, until next week, hopefully, unless something else happens, thanks for subscribing to all those who are subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, I would ask you to please do so. It's the only way that my content gets out to the people, to you guys. And it's the only way YouTube knows that my information is worth something. So wish it wasn't that way, but it is. Thanks again. Bye, guys.